Hello.
Hey Nick, how are you?
I'm all good. And you, Blake?
I am good. So we are back for another episode of Scrolling Shit, where Nick and I, we scroll shit. So we're just there's so much spicy stuff going on right now. We gotta have a look because there's some very interesting stuff. But before we jump into it, we're starting a new mini market segment where we do a little bit of gambling on air. So let me just share my screen.
Gambling there's no analysis behind it, so don't follow any advice in here or anything because it isn't.
We are literally just I don't know.
Okay.
We're literally gonna go 100x on something, and we are not condoning gambling, but we're definitely not technical analysis or technical analyzers or whatever. We're literally guessing
or analyzers at all.
we're literally going with gut on this one. But yeah, this is a new fun segment where we'll literally go 100x on the market, and we'll see where we end up by the end of the show. We may actually just get wiped out within like a couple of minutes. I don't know, but it's good to find out. We're not going too crazy, but we'll just put $100 in there. As you can see, it's the I Am Degenerate account up here, which is fun.
I was about to say to short it, and it's good. It's pulling up a red candle already. So big one.
So we're on. I mean, this is the 5-minute chart. I guess we'll keep this degenerate. We might as well keep on these low time frames, as they say.
Yeah. Yes.
But I think should we play on ETH? I think that's a good way to go.
It is a good one because it's the main theme of the week around crypto. I mean,
I'm thinking maybe we just go. Do we want to go 100x? This might just get like blasted out.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Short it on 100x.
You want to short it on 100x? Okay.
Yes.
All right. We're just gonna market short this as well. All right. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay. All right. Let's see where we're at. Anyway, the order is placed. We are
nice.
We are short already down a little bit. Nice. Okay. Anyway, we will come back to. Well, it's going to.
We're already on a loss. But yeah, just to clarify, the profits from this are going to charity. So that's what we're going to do. So let's hope we get some huge profits.
Yeah, exactly. We will work out some charities to send this to, and if we win, if we lose, I guess we're donating to the charity of FTX, but that's okay. But let's have a look at what's going on. I guess we wanted to speak about all this ETH2 merge stuff because this is getting super spicy at the moment. There seems to be endless fun stuff coming out of this. So I guess we can start off by having a little look at this one tweet that you sent me, Nick, which was from BitMEX Research. We can have a look at the article too. 1 second, I'm just going to share my whole screen because this will make it a lot easier, I think. 1 second.
There are some shitty videos around also on Twitter. I just sent you one, then so we can just check it.
Let's have a look at this. So from BitMEX Research, they said ETH proof of work versus ETH2. We discussed the possibilities of a split when the merge occurs on ETH, resulting in ETH2 and ETH proof of work. We examined the viability of the ETH proof of work chain, which may provide an exciting opportunity for traders and speculators in the short term. So let's see. It
would be crazy, right? If they split into two. I mean, we already have Ethereum Classic I mean, having another Ethereum on the network, it's like, how many Bitcoins were there before?
Yeah. I
Like,
mean, man, I remember the fork when Bitcoin Cash came into existence, and then after
yeah,
that there were so many like just random Bitcoin forks, which actually like ended up quite valuable. Some of them
yeah,
anyway. Like you made money
yeah.
off them, which was cool.
I mean, Bitcoin Cash isn't doing bad, in my opinion, for a fork.
So I
So
guess with this we can just have a quick run through it. I mean, we're not going to read the full the full article, but we can just see what the main points are. So after several delays, Ethereum looks set to finally begin the merge process in September 2022. At least one of the key Ethereum developers, Tim Baker, suggested 19th of September as a possible merge date. Okay, nice. Well, yeah, I'll come back to an interesting point after this. But
yeah. So mainly the thing here is that the network is gonna split again. What I think it's funny about it is that we got an Ethereum Classic pump last week because of
yeah,
this. Exactly, because people thought that miners were going to go to with the Ethereum Classic, and you were going to have a more decentralized network and
yeah,
efficient at the same time. So that was the main reason of the Ethereum Classic pump, which it was purely speculative because Ethereum Classic hasn't done anything to deserve that pump. I mean, it's pure
yeah.
speculation. I don't know if you agree, but
I agree.
yes, yes. So
And it's crazy. So in this article, in this part, they're saying when discussing the merge, many have reported widespread support in the Ethereum community to switching off proof of work. What I find really interesting about this is that I've in the whole last maybe 2 or 3 years, right? I've never heard I've not heard anyone say, oh, maybe in the Ethereum community anyway, say, oh, I don't know if this is a good idea, and then all of a sudden people are now saying, oh, maybe we want to keep proof of work. It just seems kind of late. I don't
yeah,
know if they were
yeah.
always. I don't know. Maybe I've just been reading the wrong things, or following the wrong people. But I've not heard too much about it. It seems quite kind of last minute, right? Like they've got 1.5 months to do this.
What's your input on proof of work?
Uh, I mean, yeah, I'm a big fan of Bitcoin, so I'm always a fan of proof of work. But I don't know, like I don't see why. For me, the Ethereum community seems to have decided a long time ago that they want to go down proof of stake, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't see why it just still feels a little bit late for people to be saying, oh, I don't know if this is a good idea. I don't know. I mean, we can go into this on another episode as well, like dig into proof of work versus proof of stake. But man,
Yeah,
there's a
from
lot
what
of
I
pros
know,
and cons, right?
yeah, from what I know, I mean, it's about the centralization problem. They think that a proof of stake could make Ethereum a bit more centralized, rather than having like a lot of miners around there. But in my opinion, there are two facts that, in my opinion, make proof of stake better. Number one is the energy stuff. You don't need huge machines doing a bunch of processes and spending a lot of energy for doing transactions, which in my opinion is positive, unless you can get miners with whole sustainable energy. And on the other hand, um, I think that governments are a bit opposed to proof of work, and they're a bit more keen to approve proof of stake.
Yeah,
So that could be good also for adoption. So I think both things could be really useful.
yeah. I mean, it's a good point. I think it's what's so tricky about all this stuff is it's also hypothetical, right? Like no one
Yeah,
actually knows until we've got there what everything looks like. So it's so hard to know. But
basically, yeah.
The only issue you find with I guess this is the same in it's the same in proof of work too, but even with proof of stake, you end up with kind of certain groups that have insane amounts of control, and then Ethereum was kind of born off proof of work as well. Like that's kind of where it came from. So it's kind of going off the back of proof of work. So if you're coming out and saying proof of stake is the best way to go about a blockchain, I mean Ethereum have kind of already been proof of work, so it's a tough argument to pull off, I think. But let's have a look at, let's continue this article a little bit. So here we go. In general, the proof of work miners do not support switching off proof of work. Why would they? They're being totally shut out of the Ethereum system. Never mind EIP 1559. This time the income from Ethereum is going down to zero in an instant. Behind the scenes for months, some miners have been making noises opposing the merge and expressing a desire to do something. Finally, on the 29th of July, one of the largest players in the Chinese mining ecosystem, Chandler Guo, indicated they may be planning to continue mining on the Ethereum proof of work chain. Yeah, I mean, I find this it's just very strange. Like, if they're talking about it behind the scenes, like, why haven't we heard this, publicly? I find it all a bit last minute. This is in Chinese, but let's have a little look at his video.
同志们，这个想申请进群的人特别多，确实
I don't know
聊不
what we're
过
looking
来，
at, but
是吧？
No, yeah.
睡了一觉，已经有1700多个人。
Maybe it's a
Do you know
support.
Chinese?
I don't.
Do you know
I know some
Chinese?
people that do. Let me translate it. I'm going to translate the tweet. So it's Ethereum fork WeChat group into the group notice. That's what it says as the translation. So I guess these are people that are showing an interest in looking in the proof of work stuff. Yeah, here we go. In a nostalgic throwback to the 2016-17 era of splits in Bitcoin and Ethereum, ETH proof of work looks set to potentially generate some interest from market participants.
Yeah. I think.
Go on, sorry.
No. That I wanted to see also what was Galoa's capital and other stuff happening around Twitter. Like what Andreas posted from Shitcoin's account yesterday was pretty funny.
Yeah.
The meme. And all the shit around
good.
Vitalik too. So maybe it would be good to see all that stuff.
Yeah, let's switch to that. But before we do, let's check in on our short and see how we're doing. Let me have a quick look on that. A quick look at that.
Imagine if we're liquidated already.
Okay, we are minus
losing $15.
$15, yeah. Ooh, let's have a little look. Yeah. Let's see how this one plays out. Minus 11. I mean, it's all right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Let me jump back into the tweets. Yeah. So with this Chandler Guo proposition, it kind of brings up some interesting things for the community to think about, I guess. But our good friends over at Galwa Capital, so they tweeted, either of you interested in our help? $5 million for 1 year of consulting, $7.5 million for 1 year exclusive consulting. Won't help the other side. Pretty reasonable given the market cap. And then let's just have a look through the comments. So this was at Vitalik Buterin. Ethereum Foundation can easily afford it. I understand the strategy of promoting ETC to make it more attractive than ETH1 to deter hash rate from going to ETH1. This might work at a surface level, but could also backfire due to fundamental relative value traders. Taking high ETC price as implying higher ETH1 price. Oh, traders taking high ETC price as implying higher ETH1 price. After the pandemonium era, first few blocks, the steady state of ETH1 without oracles, with the DeFi wrecked, with no stables or WBTC, and few NFTs, is still probably better than Ghost Chain ETC. Wow, strong.
There's a point there. There's a point there.
So people will realize that regardless of whether I say anything, I think there are better strategies to protect ETH2 and possibly to create benefit to ETH2 from ETH1's existence. And then this is to Chandler Guo. Given the short timeline you have, there's a lot of work that needs to be done ahead of the fork. You can make a compelling case to project why it's in their interest to maintain their project on both forks. Code is mostly the same, EVM is the same. For projects who do not want to maintain their app on ETH1, you can find opportunists unrelated to the project to take over. Some smaller exchanges will see ETH1 as an opportunity to win market share. Good point. This induces exchanges will follow. There's also other constituents like lending desks, market makers, MEV searchers, VCs, and even Bitcoin maximalists in the West you need to create alignment with. Many will hold the party line, but some can be negotiated with. The goal is to make it out of the pandemonium era, the first few blocks, with as minimal damage as possible. Some damage is unavoidable, but I have many ideas on how to minimize it. And there's also a possibility of using Uncle Bandit MEV to rewrite the pandemonium era blocks while the costs to do so are so cheap. This gets very complicated, but can create long-term alignment with the biggest exchanges and custodians who wants us on their team. I mean, yeah, it's a bold tweet, right? It's like, can't tell if it's quite a meme or I imagine the offer is a real offer.
I think that there's a good point in everything they're saying over there, but there is only one thing they're forgetting about. I know EIP 1559 is it reduced the fees and other stuff and increased the burn rate and made Ethereum a bit more deflationary, which is good. But they're forgetting that Ethereum is a network that is failing right now, because when it's get loaded, fees have no sense at all. So what if you remain as Ethereum 1 and you turn into an unuseful network again, because people will be using Ethereum 2 or the original Ethereum, which is doing a fork to proof of stake. So the risk of getting so much investment around a network that wants to remain the same and getting the same problems as before without a solution, a probable solution, it's just like, in my opinion, maybe a bit dangerous for also investors and speculations. Speaking about all the thing that just happened, all the shit that just happened around crypto, with all the risk management and the overinvestment on shitty projects. So that could be, in my opinion, a problem, and I think they're forgetting. They might need to get a solution first before, like, a lot of work has to be done in that to get a good thing done and to remain the same as a proof of work blockchain and Ethereum.
It just, to me, it feels a little bit like, I understand, like, part of their business is going to disappear, so they're pushing for a proof of work chain. But ultimately, I agree with your points. It just seems like, the problem of Ethereum, which was shown in this bull run, when gas fees were through the roof, and it was literally unusable, right, for most people. This is not fixing it, which is a bit of a concern. But anyway, let's continue looking at this, because this is funny. So interesting one from Larry saying zero chance Ethereum Foundation would pay anything close to that. But then Vitalik came in with a spice, which was really good. So wait, I read the above and I'm confused. Why does Twitter say that so many people I know follow Galois Capital? Is it a famous parody account? And I can't tell if he's being serious or I mean, maybe he is being serious. I don't think Vitalik kind of, he doesn't seem to, he does shit posts, but I don't know if he would, if he's just trying to, I don't think he's trying to be funny there.
I think he was trying to be funny, just saying that what
that
account was stating was ridiculous. Of course, is it a famous parody account? that states everything. Like I think he was making fun of what it was just stated by Lost Capital, saying that it was a joke for him. So
His this is a spicy one that Andreas made up yesterday. So is this non-contentious Ethereum 2 hard fork in the room with us right now? That's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's, you know, it gets, here we go. So similar offer, but pay me $1 million to not buy your coin. Otherwise I go balls deep long and it goes to zero. Go ahead, invest, bro. Do what you got to do. I saw some really funny messages in this thread as well, where people are saying like, how about, okay, so you take the 5 mil from him, and then you take, 2 mil from me. Let's have a look. I'll try to find them. They were super funny. I don't know where they are. Jesus fucking Christ, who knew Vitalik was a savage? Bro, I'm confused. Why everyone is tagging InvestPra?
Yeah, because InvestPra is one of the main shit scrollers in the world. So it's in everything.
Cringe, I just bought more ETC. Nice. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if they'll even be public about if someone took up the offer. I hope they do, but let's see. I'm gonna pull open. Let's pull open Chandler Guo's.
But if he writes in Chinese, man, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, we have Google Translate there. Good news. I meant that we plan to support ETH2. Is that good news?
I don't know. Maybe it's because he's saying ETH2.
But then do we have the whole thing again where it's like Chandler Guo will argue that ETH2 is actually ETH proof of work, and that ETH, what we think is ETH2 post merge should actually be called ETHPoW. That's probably going to be an interesting one. That happened that's happened before, where there's all the naming politics as well, because it's kind of because with exchanges, they obviously it's in your advantage to keep the original ticker, right? So if you're Chandler Guo, you'd be like, well, no, it's the original. I want to keep it as ETH and have that trade on exchanges. History would tell us that it never actually works out that way, but maybe it could. I don't know. Will be very interesting.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that Lost Capital has right is that Ethereum Classic is a dead network. It has anything on it, and this Ethereum right now before the merge had a huge structure and a lot of stuff like that around. And for NFTs, it would be good too. But yes.
Yeah. Anyway, let's pull up. Let's head over to Vitalik. See what he's posting about, because maybe I'm sure he's probably commenting it on this. So Michael Saylor talking about why Ethereum is inherently unethical because its existence violates securities laws. Why do maximalists keep picking heroes that turn out to be total clowns?
He's pretty spicy right now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's against Michael Saylor, you know?
Yeah. Skip the ZK stuff right now, but let's see what other interesting stuff is. Agreeing with the proverb, those who want to rule people are those least suited to do it, and supporting DAOs being run by transferable governance tokens is a contradiction. Transferring governance tokens are all about giving more power to those people, to those who want to rule. Interesting.
Yeah.
I need to find some direct responses.
How do you imagine having like an argument like arguing with Vitalik, you in front of him, like in my opinion, must be impossible. I think he's a guy like he should have an argument for everything, and like a logical argument for everything. So imagine not agreeing with him on something could be hard. Plus, he has a pretty spicy personality also. So
yeah, he's got like he actually like thinks through his arguments, right? So, okay, Alcon Daily, he's a 10, but he keeps insisting that Ethereum is a security. Vitalik, I can't believe I haven't yet seen he's a 10, but he insists on using binary joke yet. Well, he's getting his tweet game is getting I don't know, has it always been like this spicy?
So spicy? I think yes, but sometimes he's a bit more disappeared. But when he's around, he's a bit spicy. The one on top was good, I think. Like the one he was.
This one.
Yeah.
So Lex Friedman, popular podcaster. People affected by propaganda are rarely able to admit it to themselves until it's too late. It's good to ask yourself regularly, what do I believe to be true that might in fact be completely wrong? Think for yourself. Oh God, here we go. Plot twist, this picture too is propaganda. We use propaganda trying to arouse passion about a cause, but creating nihilistic sentiment. Everything is propaganda, so you're a naive idiot to believe in things can also be a goal of propaganda.
That's what I'm saying. He has a twisted mind. Like that's why he invented Ethereum, man. He's
you'd have to be to work with that out, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's opposing the internet and creating something bigger. That's why.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Let's. I'm gonna have a look. I know you sent me over some other spicy things to look at. I'll just pull them up and we'll see what we've got.
Yeah.
So from Blockworks, new Tiffany & Co. unveils a 250 limited collection of diamond encrusted pendants exclusively for CryptoPunk owners. Wow.
This is a clownish. I mean, who would pay the amount of money you have to pay for a Tiffany for an NFT, man?
Yeah, but okay. Tell me if I'm thinking about this wrong. But they're not getting the pendants for free, right? They're only eligible to buy it. Or am I misunderstanding that? Let's watch the thing. Oh my god. Oh yeah, shit. So you get you have to pay 30 ETH for it. So you have to buy the CryptoPunk and then you get it. I mean, it's kind of smart.
That's why 30 ETH was trending yesterday. I saw in the trending topics 30 ETH. They were making fun about this, I think. Yeah. who would pay 30 ETH for a CryptoPunk? Fuck.
Yeah, I mean it's just the same thing as I mean it's owned by the same people as Bored Apes now, right?
CryptoPunk?
Yeah.
By Yuga Labs?
Yeah.
I didn't
so
know.
it kind of makes sense. I can see why they're doing all these interesting partnerships, but I guess it's appealing to a certain person. They're trying to make it more interesting, right? So here from Garfold, this rally is going to drop like a lead balloon. Oh god. Oh, don't say that. Oh, actually, we're short, so they can say that. Speaking of which, let's drop in on our short, and I'll pull it up in the same window. See how we're doing. Oh, nice. We're up $25.
Nice. That's a 25%, right?
Yeah.
Settle it.
Nice.
Settle it.
Should we just sell it and let's just keep it running. You want to?
Okay,
We're not traders, Nick. Wait.
No, let's be greedy. Let's be greedy. Let's do what we don't have to do. Let's be greedy.
Yeah, we'll be greedy.
Okay.
And we'll come back to it and just be back at 0. But we just need a pump either way.
Yeah. Next time we watch it, it's liquidated.
Yeah.
That candle is giving me a bit of check. That candle is. It's just in.
Are you getting some candle fear? Looks like it's going to go that way, doesn't it? It looks like it's going to shoot up. If I don't know, might just go straight down. Who knows? We've not even looked at I know everyone always says you got to look at the different time frames, right? We've not looked at any of those.
Yeah.
And we won't because
we're gambling. We're just gambling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Right. Okay.
From this. also, if you're watching the show, remember to subscribe and hit the like, please. It would help us a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Please do. We've got some cool guests coming up as well. Definitely make sure you check out some of our other shows. We did a pretty cool one with JMO on DeFi pretty recently. Got some fun guests in the pipeline as well. So we'll have some more stuff coming up. All right. Nice. Always identify a single point of failure in any centralized network. We're talking about Vitalik being a centralized. Okay. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, because they're thinking that the proof of stake is going to be pretty centralized, and that's what they're posing. And things are spicing up, like identifying the failure of any centralized network and a picture of Vitalik dressed like Vitalik. So
let's jump into this one. Oh, this is from the newsletter last week. So be sure to sign up for that on shitcoin.com. And then also you can, if you follow us on Twitter at shitcoin.com, we post the whole thing there as a thread. So if you're addicted to Twitter, you never have to leave. But his inverse Kramer, this guy's unbelievable. So on the 14th of April 2021, he said, we like Coinbase to $475. And then on the 26th of July of this year, so over a year later, he said, I've been waiting for this SEC investigation of Coinbase to happen for ages. Now here we go. You can't just do what you want with securities in this country. Oh my God. So he's just, wow, what a flip-flop.
I also sent you. What do you think about this whole Coinbase thing? Like now, everyone is really opposing Coinbase. Like everyone is talking shit about Coinbase and all that stuff.
Yeah,
like, what's the thing of last week?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty clear. I saw a really good video actually on YouTube. I was watching one of those. Sometimes watch those CoffeeZilla things, where, to be honest, I thought his videos back in the day when he was originally doing crypto videos, I thought they were sometimes a bit. They were kind of missing the point and missing the nuance, but they're getting better. And he actually had Kobe on because he was talking about how Kobe sent a tweet which was mentioned in the documents when the employee and his brother and cousin got arrested for insider trading. So he made some good points on that, and the reason I mentioned that episode is because like these are Kobe's points. I agree with them. He was saying that Brian Armstrong was tweeting saying, oh yeah, we've been looking at insider trading and making sure we tighten up internally to make sure this doesn't happen. But it's not a new thing, right? It's like
Kobe tweeted about that a while ago.
Yeah, but even before that tweet, I mean, it was kind of a known thing that if you found out in any way that anything was going to be listed on Coinbase, not so much recently, but in the past, if anything got listed, you just buy that thing and you're instantly up, 100%. It was just a known thing. So if you were in the right groups or you found a tip on Twitter, then you were kind of in.
Yeah.
So, and people would leak that stuff. So you got to think, where's this all coming from? A bit concerning. So I think it's more, I don't know. I think it's more Coinbase have some things they got to tighten up. I guess they have to, you know, create like a war room where everyone's sworn to secrecy or something, you know. And it's like, there's like five people that know what's been listed.
Problem with Coinbase is they're listed on the markets. So when you are there, things have to go and get much more serious. You can't have any of this around. So so that's the thing. They now have to do a whole investigation, and they might be all fucked up, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because if they start like looking for some stuff, they will find a bunch of more stuff, and it's well known. And I'm pretty sure a lot of other exchanges did the same. They won't be the only ones.
Yeah.
So there's a huge thing around right now against exchanges. I think it's pretty savage, and there are good exchanges and bad exchanges as everything. And I think exchanges are useful for adoption mainly. So everybody's like being so tough with exchanges.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Coinbase have always been a bit but the thing is with Coinbase, some of their listings are pretty weird, right? Like they always list really odd assets. They'll literally list stuff that's kind of been dead, you know, which is kind of strange. But I don't know. They just they're so big, but I don't know how their volume's doing. Let's have a quick look on CoinGecko at the exchange rankings. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, right? So Coinbase down in 5th with 1.245 billion in daily volume. Look at, wow, it's so crazy how much market dominance Binance have, right? It's crazy.
Yeah. I remember when I got into crypto, I started using Binance. It was the beginning of 2020, and it was like the number 4 in volume, and people really didn't trust Binance at that time. So I remember I invested my money on it, and I was like, no, people is not trusting this shit. I was so scared. Yeah. And then I tried to withdraw, and it worked, and I was like, okay, we're safe. But yeah,
man. Right, let's wrap this up. Let's pull up our ETH short and see how we're doing, and let's have a look.
Let's check it.
All right, we have $15, but if we market closes, well, let's just anyway. We'll market close. Nice. Okay, cool. So let's see how much we've got in the wallet. I mean, with the fee, with because we were market buying and market selling, like we got eaten by fees. So we only made $6.79 on that. But what we'll do is we'll have a look for some charities to donate to, and we can send the $6 and what is it, $6.79 to a charity, and we'll do it at the start of the next show, and we'll be running this going forward.
Okay, cool.
But cool.
Okay, if you're following, remember to follow us on Twitter, follow us on YouTube, subscribe, hit the like, comment if you want to get some comments, and follow our newsletter, which is pretty interesting every week.
Yeah, all the spicy stuff. We have it all there. Also, thanks to our sponsors, sideshift.ai. Be sure to head over there and shift some coins. No sign up required. Cool. All right. Thank you for coming, guys. See you next time. That's a wrap.
Thanks all.